Hello everyone, welcome to Vinoth Rathinam tutorials. In this video, we are going to learn theoretically the data cleaning techniques, and code implementation will be explained separately during sample case study. These are all the list of data cleaning techniques. I tried to consolidate the information from multiple data science projects, blogs, and explained it here. The reference link you can find it in the video description. In case if you know any other new data cleaning techniques, you can mention it in the video comments. This data cleaning phase will be done by both data engineer and data scientist. Now we will see one by one with sample example. The first one is checking missing values. In this example, you can see the sample data set of Aadhaar card number. Indians know what it means. For rest of the countries, it's like national identity number for each citizen. Example, in US, it's called like SSN. Once we receive the data set, first we have to check for missing values. The missing values will be represented by NaN, which is called as not a number, then none, or empty, or Na. Na means not available. You can see those cells which was highlighted in the yellow color. As a first step, we have to calculate how many percentage of data is missing in the entire data set. To calculate it, we have readily available Python libraries. Using it, we can find the percentage. Suppose our data set contains 1 million or 10 lakhs of rows. After calculating the percentage of missing data, if it is just 2 to 3% of data missing, then we can drop those rows. That is, we can remove those rows from the data set. In case if the percentage of missing data is like more than 10%, then it's not a good idea to remove those rows. So we have to figure out why the data is missing. There are two reasons for data missing. The first reason is the value is missing because it wasn't recorded, and the next reason is the value is missing because it doesn't exist. Let's consider the first case. The value is missing because it wasn't recorded. In this data set, state, district, subdistrict, and pin code. All these four columns are dependent to each other. Here, without knowing one value, we can't enter the next value. Keeping that in mind, just concentrate on this yellow color, the first one, the empty cell. How to fill this first value? You can try to guess by seeing the values in the other column or row. In this example, the sub-district is mentioned as Udayarpalayam. Check the above row. For Udayarpalayam, the district is Ariyalur. It means this empty value needs to be filled with Ariyalur. Simple common sense. And same here, both pin code are same, so you can guess the above value comes under NaN. And here once again sub-district mentioned at Sendurai, so the pin code will be 621719. And same for Chennai also. I followed the same trick and filled all the missing values, and this process filling the missing values is called as imputation. Now we will see the second category. It doesn't exist. This value doesn't exist. How? Actually, provided email having two values, 1 and 0. 1 means the person is having email ID, 0 means the person is not having the email ID. Based on that condition, if you check this row, age 3, so there is more possibility that she may not have the email ID. So instead of filling it as 0 or 1, what you can do, we can leave as it is. No need to guess and fill this value. And this condition falls under it doesn't exist because age 4 may not have the email ID. After filling all the values, try to calculate the percentage of missing data again. Once again, if the percentage of missing is just 2 to 3 percentage, then we can drop or delete those rows from that data set. This is how we have to handle the missing values. Very important note, removing of rows based on some percentage is the trick I used to follow, and it varies from person to person. There is no thumb rule here. Based on your data set, you can decide that percentage factor. The next data cleaning technique is duplicate observation. Duplicate observations most frequently arise during the data collection. The reasons are mentioned here. The first reason is combining the data sets from multiple places, then receive the data from clients or other departments, then scrap the data. You know what it means. I'm already explained it in the previous video. Then updating the values in the database. That is multiple entry. Let's see with an example. In the same Aadhaar card data set, you can see the duplicate values. For this particular person, there is 2 entry. The reason is while updating the email and mobile number, the entry in the database will be twice. Now we have to remove the old row because the second row is the latest value. And finally our data set should look like this. Another example, for Apple iPhone XR, there are 2 models. One is 64 GB, another one is 128 GB. But if you look at the customer reviews, totally 848 customer reviews are same for both the models. It means while retrieving the value, if you consider memory as one of the parameter, then duplicate data will come. How the Amazon store does, in the database they save a common review for this particular Apple iPhone XR model, irrespective of their GB or color or whatever the thing. This is how we will get the duplicate observation while collecting the data. That's the end of this video. In the next video we will see the remaining topics. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.